All right, great stuff. So, good morning to all of you. Are we on time? Yes, we are exactly on time. Uh, so, how is everybody doing? Good, good, good. Let me set up my webcam a little bit better because we use GoToWebinar, which is a lot more powerful program. Excellent, excellent. So, hi Farzana, good morning to you. Hi Amol. Hi Sudhakar. Hi Nagesh. Great stuff. Good to see all of you guys here, as always. It's always good to see you guys getting up in the morning and trying to do something productive in life. You know, so yeah, great stuff. Good morning to all of you. So all the usual suspects are here, right? So what we're going to do is we had about 150 or 200 odd people who were signing up for this, and well, there you go. We Indians get a little bit tend to get a little bit late, and I can understand there are so many things to be done in life. So we'll just wait for probably a minute more or so, and then I don't know why am I not able to get this into a bigger state. Oh God. All right, great stuff. So probably a minute more. What I can tell you is, if you have any questions, if you have any doubts, if you want to ask me anything, this is a AMA. AMA stands for Ask Me Anything. So if you have any questions or doubts that you want to ask me, you can keep it typed on your notepad. And when I ask you to type it in the questions window, that is the time you can ask me in the questions window, and then I'll be able to give it to you. But till the time I don't tell you, please don't do anything, because what happens is, uh, the, when as you start typing in, because the window is like this, it just kind of keeps on going up, and I'm not able to see what you are saying. So just keep it ready, and then we'll see what needs to be done. All right. So great stuff. That's what. Yeah. Good morning to you. So maybe a minute more, and then we are a go. Uh, so far, I hope you guys are holding up well. So far, hope you guys are having a good time and it's not bothering you too much. So I hope to find all of you in the pink of health, and I hope that you remain in the pink of health. Right? So maybe another 30 seconds, and we are go. There was one guy who had bought some 5 lots of particular stock. I'm not sure right now. He had written to me saying that bought some 5 lots of futures. That's 35 lakhs worth of stock of futures, and the markets were moving a little randomly. So he was petrified. I just hope, and I told him that come down on the forum and then ask. I don't know whether he's, uh, you know, agreed with that or he's doing it or not. Anyway, so thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for this wonderful Sunday morning. I can see that the count is going up. I can see there are people who are on time, and I can see that people uh, who are slightly after time, right? But these things happen, right? So, first of all, I want to ask you a question. Is there anybody who wants any stock advice? Because this is primarily about stock advice. I'm not in the mood of teaching. Teaching is not on the priority today. For that, there are different forums. So, if anybody's got any stocks you want to ask me, can you please type it down in the window, and I'll be able to see whatever I need to do. Anybody like that? Okay. So Prashant, here's what you're going to do now. Prashant, you need to type down what price you bought it at. Okay, because if you don't type down what price you bought it at, just typing down Reliance does not help, right? Uh, so can you please do that? And then once you do that, then I'll able to answer you. So Amol A has asked me this question where he's saying that. Uh, okay, just stop for a minute because I've got enough people onto the screen. So once there are too many people on the screen, let me answer them first, and I guarantee you that I'll give you an answer to all the people involved. So let me answer the people who are there first, so that because I have to sit down, look at the charts, I have to understand what's going on, do a little bit of analysis, and after I do a little bit of analysis, that is when I have to be able to give you that answer. So hold on for some time. First, let me start off with Amol. Amol has asked me a question that he wants to know what is to be done with Tech Mahindra, and he's probably bought it at 605. I'm assuming that he's going long. So let's head out to Tech Mahindra. Okay. So this is the chart of Tech Mahindra, and he's asked me what price has he bought it at 605. 605. So, my friend, this is what I have to say to you. This is the chart of Tech Mahindra in front of you. If you are able to see the screen, Tech Mahindra. So, there's a good news and a bad news in Tech Mahindra. I mean, I'm going to be very honest to you here. And as I look at the chart of Tech Mahindra over a longer period of time, right? This is the chart of Tech Mahindra. Tech Mahindra is going to be a little bit of a tricky situation because on a short-term basis, if you have bought it at 605, you should be okay. I don't see any major problem. You should be okay, right? On a longer term basis, if you want an exit, the good part for Tech Mahindra is that the downside is capped, so it does not have too much of a downside as I see right now. I mean, in future if something different happens, then obviously I change my views. But at this point of time, I don't see too much of a downside, and I see that it is fairly poised. It is not too much of a problem. So what you need to do is with Tech Mahindra is that whenever you do get a chance, okay, you can plan your exit somewhere. I mean, if you're a long-term investor or a holder, and I'm assuming that you are, then you need to plan your exits somewhere around 680. Okay, 680 or 700 is what you need to plan your exits. If you are feeling petrified, I don't see a reason why you should. 680 or 700 is where your exits are. But the good news for you is that you have a very limited downside. So it may not make money for you. And again, with Tech Mahindra, what is going to really happen is it is just going to keep on going sideways. So it's not going to make a lot of money for you. It is going to be something like a kangaroo jumping. It just keep on jumping like a kangaroo. Okay. Uh, and it will, you will see a lot of other stocks going up. You will see maybe the Nifty going up. You will see the bank Nifty going up. You will see rest of the stocks also going up. But Tech Mahindra will just kind of go up and down and go up and down and go up and down. But like I said to you, so that is the bad news part of it. The good news is that there's a limited downside right now, and there's a fairly high possibility that Tech Mahindra would actually end up going to 680, 700. If you ask me how much time frame it would take, it would probably take about anywhere between uh, 3 months to 6 months. So not more than that. So there you go. There you can make that money. Okay. Prashant, sorry, Amol, I hope I have been able to give you an answer. All right. So just hang on for a minute again. Please don't type, because if you type, that screen goes up and then I'm not able to see and answer you. So while I know that you guys are thanking me, and thank you for thanking me, but don't do it at this point of time. After that, you can send across a bar of Cadbury chocolate to my house, and I'm okay with that. Right. Uh, so the second one is Prashant has asked me about Reliance. अभी सर कौन सा रिलायंस, ऐसा डेडली क्वेश्चन नहीं पूछने का है। रिलायंस बहुत सारे है सर, रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज भी है, फिर उसके बाद में आरकॉम भी है, आर इंफ्रा भी है, तो बहुत सारा रिलायंस है। तो कौन सा रिलायंस आप जरा बाद में टाइप करके मुझे बताइए। सो टाइप दैट रिलायंस, विच रिलायंस यू वांट, यू कैन टेल मी, राइट? क्योंकि सर सनी दियोल भी होता है, सनी लियोनी भी होती है, करेक्ट और नॉट, यू नीड टू बी क्लियर। Kalpesh Wakode is asking me a question as to suggest on Bajaj Finance and IndusInd Bank. So let's have a look at it. Okay, Bajaj Finance and IndusInd Bank. Bajaj Finance and in Bajaj Finance Limited. So this is the chart of Bajaj Finance Limited. Okay. Uh, uh, Pretty interesting stuff, the way Bajaj Finance is poised at this point of time. So then again, here is a good news and a bad news. I really don't know what stock you have, what price you have bought it for, because you haven't told me. And if you haven't told me, I really am not able to assume, and I don't want to assume. But what I can tell you is, as far as Bajaj Finance is concerned, again it has a limited downside, so that's a good news for you. The bad news is it could, okay, it could, and I'm saying it could means there are chances that it will just bob around on the sideways motion and it'll just keep on going sideways. Eventually, it will move up, and if it does move up, then your best chance for an exit would be about 3,400 to 3,500. So somewhere between 3,400 and 3,500 is what you need to look at an exit. But yeah, that's where you need to look at an exit. Now, what is the possibility that it will go there? Fairly high possibility. How much time it would take? Again, it could be anywhere between 1.5 month to 5 6 months. So you really can't say, because unless and until there is some positive trigger coming in and the market sentiments move in a different direction, and unless and until all the supply gets taken out, okay, for it to go and that exit and that level 3,400, 3,500 is going to take some time. So don't lose your patience. Okay, don't go on asking million other people, because million other people have million other advices. I'm okay by that, but it's not going to help you. And just because you ask million other people does not mean that the stock is going to go up. So you have to understand that. है ना Kalpesh ji? So just because you ask 1,000 people, the stock is not going to. It's not like a Jedi power that you can apply. So that's one part. Second is IndusInd Bank. So let's have a look at IndusInd Bank. Okay, so IndusInd Bank again has the similar characteristics of IndusInd Bank. It's fairly similar. Okay, again the same kind of performer is what I'm looking at. Okay, uh, I don't know what price you bought IndusInd Bank. Again, there is a good news and a bad news. The good news is that the downside is capped. The bad news is that it will take some time for it to go up, but the chances of IndusInd Bank going up is a lot faster. I'm saying it is a lot faster. That doesn't mean that you are going to be getting your money back. But here's what I want to tell you very, very clearly. And what I want to say to you is that IndusInd Bank has some sort of news. IndusInd Bank has some sort of news in the background, some sort of hidden news, some sort of internal news, some sort of something going on in IndusInd Bank, which the market has got on, something which the IndusInd Bank is doing or not doing, where the market has got the whiff of it, and the smart money has got out of it at a higher level. So does that mean that the smart money will buy it at a lower level? Of course. Does that mean that there is something wrong with the stock? No. I'm simply saying that there is some sort of news happening here. What does that mean? So you have to understand, when the smart money or when the big money or when institutional money or when money put by power players or big investors get into the market, they have a longer horizon. They have a stability of mind. Their psychology is all set. They are clear in their mind. They know, they have patience. They have money power, so that maybe you are running out of patience in 2 or 3 months time, but since they have the money power and they don't need the money that they have invested, then they're going to keep holding that money for another 3 months or 6 months or 1 year, till the time they get their price. But here's what I can tell you, and this is for sure. Uh, the big money, there was some news came out. In fact, there was a pending news for a long period of time. So the big money has exited. They probably might buy it at a lower level, or some part of it might buy it at a lower level, or has bought it at a lower level, and they're just going to wait their while. Now, as far as you are concerned, I really don't know what is that you're looking at, but I can tell you that if you want to de risk yourself, and if you don't have that kind of training, and I'm assuming that you don't have that kind of psychological training about stocks, um, or how to use psychology for your benefit, then the exit that you need to look at is somewhere around 700. Now, how soon will that 700 comes? I don't know. Okay, it would take anywhere between 1.5 months to 5 months to get out. The first hurdle will be somewhere at about 600. After the 600 gets over, then probably it will move to 700 rupees. So you want to make a 100 rupees jump, it is going to take you some time. If you have the patience, wait. If you don't have the patience, you don't have the patience, correct? So this is what I have to say about IndusInd Bank, right? Kalpesh, thank you. Okay, so Prashant has come back and said, "Yes, sir, Reliance is at 900 rupees." So let's have a look at it. रिलायंस मीन्स अभी मुझे ऐसा ही लग रहा है कि रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज की बात हो रही है ना? तो अभी अज्यूम कर लेता हूँ क्योंकि सब वैसे ही रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज खरीद रहे हैं. सो ही इज बॉट रिलायंस इंडस्ट्रीज एट 900 रुपीज. सर 900 पे कभी खरीदा था सर आपने? आई मीन डिड यू बाय 900 रुपीज व्हेन? कहाँ पे? जस्ट हैंग ऑन. 900 रुपीज से डिड यू बाय इट अबाउट 2 years बैक? अगर 2 साल पहले आपने खरीदा है, इट लुक्स लाइक यू बॉट इट एट 900 रुपीज ओनली 2 years बैक बिकॉज इट कुडंट हैव बीन एनीवेयर 2 or 2.5 years बैक. तो मेरा बोलना ये है सर, ये 2 साल से आपने पकड़ के रखा है, वैसे ही आप लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर हो, वैसे ही पैसा बना रहा है, तो क्या टेंशन है? करेक्ट. सेकेंडली, पूरी दुनिया रिलायंस में आने के लिए, स्पेशली द गोराज, एंड वी गेट सो सुपर फैसिनेटेड बाय गोराज व्हेन दे पुट मनी into the Indian market, right? We are basically always fascinated by Goras in life. So, and at this point of time, the Goras seem to be liking Reliance Industries for reasons best known to them. So they are buying, and if they are buying and they see something in a longer period of time, so I can see that there is no reason why you can hold it for a longer period of time. Also, you should immediately get up right now. Look around you. If your family members are looking at you, then you should smile at them and raise your hands right up in the sky and pat yourself on the back. And when you do that, you're going to feel good about yourself that you did a good decision by one, investing into the stock market, two, investing into along with motorbike. Correct or not? So time for you to pat your back. Okay, it will also tell you how flexible you are in life. All right. So Prashant sir, okay. जयश्री चंदीरानी, टाटा मोटर्स, वेदांता एंड आईडीबीआई बैंक. जयश्री जी, मैं आपको एक चीज बोलना चाहता हूँ. ओके, एंड प्लीज डोंट माइंड इट एंड प्लीज डोंट गेट ऑफेंडेड बाय इट. जयश्री जी, यू नो, you have attended my seminar way back in 2012 2013. From 2012 to 2013 you have been following me. You have been constantly following me for 7 years. You have been constantly asking me for last 7 years. I have constantly been giving you advice for last 7 years. The stocks which you have asked me at least 4 or 5 times. After that, I have made videos to explain to you what you should not do. I have made webinars to explain to you what you should not do. And you still continue to ask me the same questions again. So I am assuming that अगर 7 साल में आपके you have not been able to take advantage of me being around you. Okay, I don't see how you will be able to take advantage when I give you this option today, right? I mean, don't feel offended. I'm just telling you. In fact, you've sent me emails. You've been asking me for 7 years. I think at some point of time you would want your son also to join my program, and then he did not. So I mean, it is up to you, right? But what I feel sad about is I have had my students who started talking to me way back in 2012, 2013, and these people have made about 400-500% returns, 300% returns, a little bit more than that. They continue to make money. And what I see is that you and they getting the same opportunity towards me, you have lost so much money. So I maybe you might want to sit down and think about what's going on in your life, because honestly it doesn't make any difference to me. But I can tell you, and you know it, that it does make a big difference to you in your life. So opportunity comes for everyone. There are people who are able to use that opportunity and take advantage and be profitable. There are people who see the opportunity and let it pass them by, and it doesn't make any difference to the opportunity, but it only makes a difference to the person who does not take it. So, and I was pretty sure that you're going to come into my webinar, and I was sitting down and thinking, "Kya re, aisa kaisa? Okay, how is it that me access to me for so many people, and most and almost most of the people get benefited either financially or otherwise, and how is it and what is it that you have not been able to do that you are not been able to get profitable?" Okay, so I thought I should say to you, in fact, the same stocks you asked me last week, last time also, last webinar also, and the same stocks you asked me one webinar back also. So वो बोलते हैं ना सर, अगर जमीन पे सोना गिरा है और आपने सोना नहीं उठाया, तो फिर आप खुद को ब्लेम कर सकते हो कि आपके नसीब में नहीं है सोना, या सर कोई और उठा लेगा. बट एनी केस, आई थॉट आई हैड टू से व्हाट आई हैड टू से टू यू. Let me go back and check for you IDBI Bank. Okay. So I'm pretty sure that you are going to feel a little dejected with what I said to you, but if you don't get what I say to you, then I don't see a reason why you are not going to get it. So there you go. This is a stock of IDBI Bank. It is absolutely a hopeless stock or it is hopeless on levels which I cannot tell you. You know, and it has just been going down and down and down, and you have not been able to make money. So finally, it is all about the choices that you make in your life. Correct? If you make the wrong choices in your life, and there are 6,000 stocks in the market. There are some 150 extremely high performing stocks. Okay, there are at least 2,000 stocks which are the ones which lose money for everyone. Somehow you seem to be have the talent of picking up the stocks which lose money for you. So, or you see things pass you by and it's not happening to you. So, in any case, so again, the second time I think the fourth or fifth time you asked me Tata Motors, so I'm just going to give you an answer again. Tata Motors, I guess, is this. So you guys get it, and This is a thing for my students also. So there are a lot of students who are attending this. Okay, this is a point to note, right? 7 years, 7 years I'm in front of her, and this is I had given a straight blank, point blank call at this price, point blank. 2 years back, please get out of Tata Motors. Point blank, again and again, in the most sarcastic manner. And after 400 rupees, if your stock is going to 80 rupees, then there is something massively wrong, either with me being taken seriously or you taking yourself and the stocks being seriously. So anyway, that's my point. I don't know what you want me to say to that. So let's look at Vedanta again. Okay, there you go. All the stocks are just going down. So maybe you have either you need to fire your advisor, or you need to take me more seriously, or you need to take your money more seriously, or you need to take yourself seriously. That's all I can say to you, right? Sorry for being a little, how do I say, abrasive, but like I said to you, I've been saying things nicely to you for your own benefit. I mean, मुझे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. I'm not into those stocks, but I feel sad when people lose money in the market. That is primarily the reason why I take these webinars. I'm not selling a product to you. I don't need you to come down and pay me anything. You don't need to. I don't need anything from your side. I'm not expecting anything from your side. I don't need anything. There's nothing. There is no exchange of anything. I'm just coming on a Sunday morning, which I could spend with my children, and giving you free advice. Right? Some people take it. Some people don't take it. The result is right in front of you. Right? But I feel sad that that money could have been spent in your son's education. That money could have been spent on buying something very interesting for yourself and making you feel good in life. That money could have been put into another stock and multiplied. If I can tell you with a guarantee, if you would have 7 years, you would have multiplied your wealth at least 500 times. So instead of losing 90% of your wealth, you would have multiplied it 500 times. It pains me. It makes me feel sad in life, and there is no benefit to anyone. Right? So this is what I have to say. The rest is up to you. Okay, so Nitin is asking me in ITC. तो Nitin का answer दे दे भाई. नहीं तो he's looking at me in a very angry manner. I can feel his anger towards me. He's like Hindustani bhav at this point of time. All right, so when Nitin has asked me what price, Nitin, it is at 190. Okay, if you bought it at 190 is not a problem. Just make sure that you are exiting this stock at either 210 or at 230. So 210 or 230 is where you need to be moving out of the stock, because after that it is going to be extremely choppy. Okay. Uh, is it the smartest decision that you have done to be in the stock? No. Okay, it's not the smartest decision that you have done. Is the most brilliant stock to choose? No. Finally, making money in the stock market is a factor of only three things. Making money in the stock market is a factor of only three things. Number one, uh, what stock you choose. Okay. Number one, what stock you choose. Number two, what price you buy it at. Okay. And what price you are exiting. It's only three things. What stock you choose, what price you're buying, and what price you are selling it at. But if you are buying a wrong stock, okay, no matter what you do, okay, it's not going to make money for you. So So stock selection is very, 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 very critical. If you don't select the right stock, okay, then you can get into a problem. For a brief moment of time, think that Trump was not selected as the Prime Minister of the United States and somebody else was selected. How much difference would the world be at? Okay, or Xi Jinping would not have been selected against stock selection, would not have been selected as the premier of China, right? And somebody else would have. How much difference the world would have had? So stock selection is very, very critical. It's very, very powerful. Most people don't like to learn this. Okay, if you do put a little bit of an effort, if you put a little bit of an, take a little bit of stress to learn it, you can use that information for the next 20, 30, 40 years, 50 years and make money for yourself. But if you choose a wrong stock, it is only going to give you pain for the next 2, 3, 4, 7 years. Not only will you lose your money, you will also have pain, and really, there is no use of you having both these things in your life. But if you have the right stock, then not only will you have pleasure, you will also make a lot of money, you will also feel great about life. So stock selection, one thing, price selection is another thing, exit on the price is the third thing. So these are the three things. So from that point of view, if you are looking at ITC and if you ask me for ITC, 190 is not a bad price to buy it at. It is not the smartest price to buy it at, but it is not bad a price to buy it at. Okay. But this is a stock which is again going to keep on becoming what is called as a kangaroo. Okay. Or we call it as a pigaroo. Okay. Pigaroo is a mix between a pig and a kangaroo. Uh, you know, pigs are animals which are confused in the stock market, and kangaroo is one who keeps on jumping. So it's a mix of pigs and a kangaroo called pigaroo. So like I said to you, target those prices to exit at 210, 230 and hope for the best. ठीक है sir, this is what I can tell you. नितिन का क्वेश्चन था, सौनक शाह is asking me for एवरेज कांटो. सर अभी आपने मुझे एवरेज कांटो के बारे में पूछा ना सर, तो ऑनेस्टली लेट मी टेल यू समथिंग. आपने मुझे है ना मेरे पुराने जिंदगी के बारे में याद दिला दिया. ओके, दिस इज वे बैक इन 2010. Okay, so I was in Indonesia, I was in Jakarta, I was running my own fund out of Jakarta. Okay, 2010, lovely year for my life. I had an amazing time. I love Jakarta because I was managing that country for 7 years before that. So I had an office there, and then I was dealing with some senior level private bankers who had recommended Everest Canto to me. So this is way back 2010, 2000, September 2010, I think. Yeah, where senior private bankers talking in the terms of Goldman Sachs and stuff like that. US based banker said Everest Canto is what you need to be buying, and I told him let's go for a drink, you know, you'll cool off a bit, but let's have a look at the chart of Everest Canto. Okay, so this is the chart of Everest Canto, sir. Okay, let me just show it to you. This is 2010 when they had recommended it to me. I was very polite to them at that point of time because generally I am. Okay, so this is the chart of Everest Canto. At that point of time, they told me the price of 140, and I did not laugh at them because I was in a formal meeting. And from 140, it went on to 7 rupees. Okay, and then it's gone to 80 rupees and is now at 16 rupees. So I don't really see what you're looking at into the chart that tells you that you're going to make money out of it. Okay, when you buy it at about 200 rupees, so at one point of time it was about not only 200, it was almost at about 400 rupees, 350, 400 rupees. When a 350 rupee stocks goes to 7 rupees, let me say it again to you, when a 350 rupee stock goes to 7 rupees, it has lost 99.999% of its value. And for a 7 rupee stock to go back to 350 rupees, sit down and do a calculation. How much is it going to require for it to come up, right? So having said that, this is what I call it as a played stock or a player stock or a stock which is operated. And not only is it operated by the run-of-the-mill garden variety players into the market, it is also operated and it is also got sucked into big Indian organizations as well. So there are big Indian firms, there are big Indian companies who strongly believe that this is an excellent stock to buy. The only difference is when these guys give out recommendations, they never put their money into it. They make all their clients put their money into it. They get a commission out of it. They get their salaries out of it. They get their bonuses out of it. They make a lot of money out of people who invest into such companies, but they themselves never put their money. Okay. This is the stock. This is one of the stocks. So not only are the garden variety, operators in this stock, there's a whole lot of gang into it. Okay, including professionals who think they are professionals or whatever you say. So this is what it is. So now let me come back to the question. Since you asked me a nostalgic question, I thought I should answer it. Okay. So Everest Canto, you bought it at what price, sir? मेरे को नहीं पता है. Okay, but whatever price that you have bought it at. Okay, here's what I'm going to say to you. Okay, first of all, it's a lousy stock. Okay, it is. This stock reminds me of Pakistan. Okay, they are here to give us money. They say that they should give us money. अरे उनके खाने पीने के वांदे हैं, correct or not? But they want to give us money. So it is like Pakistan, you know, and it's very clearly evident that this is a run-up stock. So I don't know what price you want, but all I can say to you is that whatever price you have, if you want to exit, I'm just going to assume the best for you. Try to exit between anywhere between 21 and 22. So 21 and 22 is where you need to be plugging your exits and hope for the best. Anything after that is super risky. Not that you are not risky. It is like you've fallen in water and there are crocodiles around you. Okay, it's just that they have not eaten you. It doesn't mean you'll die, but yeah, you get what I'm saying. So Madhusudan M Lalwani ji. The Madhusudan M. Lalwani ji. Boliye sir, national. Madhusudan ji is also another person who's been following me for 5 or 6 years. It's always good to see the old people, but he's not my student. National Aluminium, average of 51. National Aluminium, average of 51. Madhusudanji, you are another person in my life who know me for a long period of time but has not been able to get any benefit out of me. And not because he's not my student, right? So I have no authority to tell him what to do. But this is what it is. So if you are all the people who are my students, pay attention here. So this is how I see it. Okay. Stock which is at about 85, 90 has gone down all the way to 30. Yeah, he has averaged it and it is at 51. Okay, so that is where it is. So I don't know really how many years he's been averaging. Okay, but whatever price he's been averaging is a sad price. Okay, 51 is going to be very difficult to get to. Okay, again, I'm going to say things which I'm pretty sure are not going to be taken seriously, but I'll say it anyway. Because I'm very honest when I'm giving opinions about the stock market. I'm not here to please you. I'm here to save your money. I'm not here to make you feel good about life because I can't. I'm here to save your money. So I'm going to give you advice like a very bitter medicine. If you take it, great for you. If you don't take it, come back to me next webinar and I'll give you the same advice again. This is not a stock which you would want to be hanging around with. Okay. What you need to do this stock is that if you want to, please try to exit somewhere at about 40. Okay, so 40 is where you need to plan your exit. Anything after 40 is going to only give you pain, and you are going to keep on getting pain and pain and pain and pain and pain. So rather than trying to average this stock, try to get it out at 40. uh, Again, how much time would you take? It would take anywhere for till 1 year's time. The moment it crosses above 40, till 1 year's time, it will just keep on going, bouncing on, come to about 40, struggle at 40. The moment it goes about 40, it is going to come out of it, is going to grasp for breath. So hold on till 40, see what happens. If it starts going down after 40, exit it, book your losses, be a happy man, put your money somewhere else. If at that point of time, when it comes to about 40 or 42 or 44, if it goes anywhere above 50, now listen to me very carefully. If it goes anywhere above 50, okay, then put a stop loss at 48 and allow it to go up. तो उसके ऊपर जो प्रॉफिट आपका है वो प्रॉफिट आपका है. तो exited at 40, if it, because there are times in the market where the stock market just goes up like a rocket, it can happen. uh, if it does happen, put a stop loss at 48, allow it to go. Whatever you get, you get. Whatever you don't get, you don't get. This is how I would answer it, because it's a very peculiar stock, right? So that's Mr. Lalwani ji for you. Okay. Deepika Gala, Deepika ji, good morning to you. I have bought 10 shares of PVR at 1200. अरे मैडम, कोई मूवी ही नहीं बना रहा है, और मूवी बनाएगा तो भी कोई थिएटर में जाने वाला नहीं है, और थिएटर में भी जाएगा तो भी कोई खाने की चीज नहीं लेने वाला है. डू यू नो, राइट? पीवीआर मेक्स मोस्ट ऑफ इट्स मनी नॉट बाय projecting movies but by selling food, right? So with the scenario which is going to go on, right, it's very logical that PVR is not going to make money. Okay, everybody is going on OTT platform and stuff like that. And for the next 1 year, I don't think we are going to get over this stupid Chinese virus. So this is the background of it. You bought it at 1200. अभी मैं आपको बताता हूँ कि क्या करना चाहिए. जरा एक मिनट दीजिए. PVR Limited. Okay. So what price did you buy it at? You bought it at 1200. Let's have a look at it. Let's have a very unbiased view of it. Okay, and let's see uh, what happens. 1200. So Deepika ji, the good news for you is again with this stock, the greatest stock to have, really. Uh, Try getting out by about 1250. Okay, try getting out by about 1250, because after 1250 is going to get very, very risky. Will you get a chance to exit out of 1250? Yeah. Is it possible? Yeah. In the next 1 month, probably you will get it. So I don't see it anything beyond next 1 month that you will get a chance about 1250. 1250, get out of 1250 and put your stock money. So good part for you is that again, at this point of time, I see that there is a downside cap. Anything below 900 is something which is going to struggle to go down. So all I'm saying is that the moment it comes to 900, there would be certain amount of people who would want to be buying this stock, which means then the downside is capped. But you should be able to get out at about the price I told you. Okay, Deepika ji, ठीक है. अरे वाह, Deepika ji. See, I told you guys Deepika is going to be coming into the webinar. You guys didn't believe me. All right. So Bajaj Finance. So Akshay Nayak is saying Bajaj Finance at 2320. एक मिनट रुको भाई. Bajaj Finance. You bought it at 2320? Okay. एक मिनट रुको यार. Bajaj Finance again is, like I said to you again, is going to go sideways. So for you, since you seem to have bought it very, very recently, try putting your exit at about 2800 and get out of it. So put your exit at 2000 and get out of it, because you seem to be have bought it very, very recently. So 2800 is where you should be planning to exit. Okay. अभी रुको यार. Anup Kumar Dwivedi is asking me, sir, about VIP cloth and Vodafone. VIP cloth क्या होता है भाई? What is VIP cloth and Vodafone? but चलो देखते हैं. VIP cloth and Vodafone. So this is the stock. I didn't even know that there was a stock called VIP cloth. Is in VIP underwears, is it? वो तो नहीं है. VIP underwears. Nobody is wearing them anymore. I think I am not aware. I'm not into that kind of brand. So VIP cloth and Vodafone. So ये VIP cloth है sir. Offhand I can tell you, somebody is making a lot of money on VIP cloth by selling. If they are underwears, and that's the one. Not. I don't think anybody is buying it. It is operated stock at this point of time. I don't know the reason why. Why would anybody advise you to buy the stock? Or if you are taking a self advice, then uh, my advice to you is stop taking your self advice, because your self advice is not working for you. Change the brand of underwear. There's Page Industries. If you like underwears, then that's Page Industries for you. But this is a stock which is run. It is a manipulated stock at this point of time. It's a stock which is manipulated. A stock which is played. It is somebody's made a lot of money by going short on the stock. Okay. what I would suggest is please get out of it ASAP. Okay, so that is VIP clock for you. सर इतना सब है क्यों VIP clock के पीछे पड़ने का है ना? And let's look at Vodafone Idea Limited. अभी सर if अभिषेक बच्चन was the ambassador of Vodafone Idea, तो आपको समझ में आया ही गया होगा कि क्या हो सकता है ना? So this is the stock of Vodafone Idea again. This is what the history of Vodafone Idea is. Uh, you know, so what I can tell you is that again, not the greatest stock or the great stock to hang around. I would suggest actually this is the right time to exit out of the stock. I don't know what price you bought it at, but this is the right time. I mean, it has already gone up. You have probably made as much money as you could if you don't exit immediately. Okay, or here's what I'm going to do for you because a lot of people find it extremely difficult to cut their losses. So here's what I'm going to do for you. Put your stop loss at about 7%, 7 rupees. Okay, if it goes up, is your benefit. If it goes down, you're getting stopped at 7 rupees. So either you put it at 7.5 rupees or 7 rupees. Actually, put it at 7.5 rupees. Let it be a tight stop loss. Because I really don't know what your approach is. So 7.5 lakh rupees, 7.5 lakh, 7.5 rupees is what you should be aiming at. So keep it at 7.5 rupees. If it goes up, exit it at a higher price. If it doesn't go up, you lost at 7.5. So that's all I can tell you. Okay, sir. Sir, is that okay, sir? Okay. So Praveen Sharma is asking bought Bank of Baroda at 169. देखते हैं चलिए. Let's look at Bank of Baroda. Baroda. Oh, you bought it at what price? 169. अरे sir, 169 पे. It means you bought it at levels where अरे awesome. So you're telling me that you have been holding the stock since last 2 years. So you're telling me that you've been holding the stock for last 2.5 years, and you have been going through the pain of it falling every day for last 2.5 years. Is that what you're saying? 2.5 years, so 169 would be somewhere over here, right? This is where you are. So the great part is you bought it absolutely at the top. It's like you have climbed Mount Everest, and that's where you have bought it. Okay, okay, level 2, level 3. And now it has gone down. It's in the valley now. Okay, so अभी वो valley में है. अभी क्या करने का sir? अभी if I tell you that you should exit by taking a loss, I am pretty sure you will not do it because if you had to do it, you would have done it a long time back. So here's the dilemma. Bad stock, absolutely bad stock, absolutely bad price selection, absolutely bad price, buying price, lousy selling price because you were supposed to exit the stock. I mean, if I would have seen it, I would have exited like this. Not that I would have bought it. You did not exit it, and now you are in a situation where you are at the lowest part. Now, the good thing for you is, and this is the good news for you here is, इससे नीचे जाना बहुत मुश्किल है. Okay, इससे नीचे जाना बहुत मुश्किल है. It's very difficult for it to go below that. So either you take that bitter pill and say, okay, I screwed up because it happens in life. We screw up in the markets, we screw up in life, we screw up at multiple levels in our life, correct or not? So it happens all the time. So, but there is no point of carrying on the mistake that you have made. आपने जिंदगी में गलती कर ली एक बार. You've made a mistake in your past, right? It's okay. But I don't see a reason why you need to hold on to your mistake and hug it and carry it and see it every day and caress it like a dog, right? अभी गलती हो गई हो गई. We all make mistakes, but the worst thing to do is to carry on with the mistake for the rest of your life. So again, the choice is yours. If you want to hold on and become a long-term investor, it will at least take about 2-3 years, at least 3 years or 4 years or more than that. Okay, take a horizon of 3 or 4 years, or you can exit and you can put it into another stocks. The choice is yours. But anyway, I have said what I have to say. Okay, sir. Praveen Sharma ji, I'm sorry, I'm as blunt and as sincere I can be over here. Farzana G, Havels and Gillette. Okay, Havels and Gillette, please hold on because Gillette is a personality stock. Farzana, Gillette is a personality stock, so when it starts climbing up, you never know when it starts climbing up, and when it does climb up, it won't give you an opportunity. So if you have bought it, and I'm assuming it for a longer period, or just hang them for some time. Okay, as far as Havells is concerned, Havells again, let's have a look at Havells. So it's a little bit peculiar here. So if you bought it at Havells, and I don't know what price you buy that again now. Just one second. Havells at 630. You're okay. Havells is okay. I don't see a reason why you should be any panicky or anything about Havells. Havells is really okay. Havells is okay. I'm not even going to look at Gillette, because I can tell you it's a personality stock, and since you are a student, you know what I am talking about. So if it is that, then it moves in that certain manner. So you, before you invest into that stock, you should. I mean, this should have been in front of you, right? You have a dog in your house, he's going to, it's guaranteed that the moment you come inside the house, he's going to jump around and lick you. That's how dogs behave. You have a cat in the house, you walk inside the house, she's going to look at you and do her own thing, right? uh, if you have any other animal in the house, they have a particular personality. So if you, every stock has a personality, and there's a psychology behind it, and I've taught it to my students. So work on that. And but I don't see a problem with both of these. Is that okay, Farzana? Umesh Sathe, Relaxo at 70706 for long term. देखते हैं sir. Umesh ji, hang on for a minute. Relaxo. पकड़ के रखो sir. इनफैक्ट मैं तो ये बोल रहा हूँ कि given a choice, order 3-4 chappals on Amazon, go and buy it in the store also. Relaxo, no problem. But here's the problem. The problem is that this may be a rig stock. Okay, this may be a stock which is operated either by somebody, or it is operated by the owner himself. Okay, it is very, very clearly seen here. Okay, very, very clearly seen here. So you need to be careful there. So there is a trap here. Till the time it is operated by the owner of the company, or it has been given to the owner of the company, then uh, you could you could hold on. I don't see a reason why it should be a problem, because it's a, till the time these guys change their mood, and it is a very clearly operated stock, very clearly operated stock. Okay, so most probably by the owner of the company. Okay, there are ways and means of doing it. Don't just ask me right now why, because like I said, I'm not in that. If I was in this stock, I mean, I'm not saying I am. If I was in this stock, I'll tell you what I would do. Okay, I would probably exit by 760 at this point of time. Okay, for multiple reasons. I'm not here into getting into the reasons why, but 760 is what I would exit out of it. But it is a distinct stock. But at this point of time, I don't see a risk. If you want to hold in for 1 to 3 years point of view, you think that you have some information, or you know something which I don't know. Uh, you could hold on, put a small amount of money, and see what happens. See, as a professional investor that I am, as a professional who think the way I think, okay, the first thing which I notice is the risk. Okay, I don't look at what is the upside. I don't look at how far the stock will go. I don't look at into the future, because I can't. But what comes apparently to me is, if there is a risk, okay, that I will lose money, then then Arya, please get off the Wi-Fi, and tell Ved to get off the Wi-Fi. Okay, and switch off the just 1 second. Arya, switch off the Wi-Fi on this phone also, and start the normal data. So I look at the risk. I would look at the risk. I will first uh, decimate the risk. I will first factor in the risk, and after that, if I see an opportunity, then I will be into it. So having said that, for all practical purposes, the stock will move up and it will keep on going up, but it is a managed stock. And the problem with managed stock is, when somebody tries to, if he can manage it in the upward direction, he also has the resources of exiting out at the highest point and manipulating it in the downward direction to buy it again. So this is what it is, and this is very, very clearly evident in Relaxo. Okay, I mean, there is not a single doubt in my head. Okay, so be very careful with whatever you do. It's up to you. But if you want to keep, if you are very convinced with your idea, and you know what you're doing, then maybe 3 years, see what happens, right? Uh, Mohammed is asking me, Maheshwari Logistics bought at 144 recently. Maheshwari Logistics. चलो देखते हैं यार. Maheshwari Logistics. What price is you bought it at? 184. You bought it recently at 184. Sir, Maheshwari Logistics again is a played stock, again is a rig stock, again is a operated stock. Okay. There is no saying what it can really do. Okay. But if I was, and not that I would choose the stock, but if I was into the stock, I would clearly move out by about 210 or max 235. Either 210 or 235 clearly, no matter what whether the stock is there or not or whatever. So can I say this? 210 and 235 is what uh, you should be looking at exiting. Okay. Uh, Now you might also want to long term. As far as long term is concerned, uh, it is just going to go sideways. It is going to give you a lot of pain. Uh, the problem with the stock market is, and the way the stock market works is, if you pick up one stock, okay, there are two factors which come in. Actually, three factors which come in. If you pick up one stock, okay, uh, now the risk is that stock not making money, but at the same time, the index going up, and at the same time, 10 other stocks go up much more, and then you start feeling angry and upset that the stock which I bought, okay, has not gone up much, probably is also losing money, but the index has gone up and the other stocks have gone up, like stocks like what we saw, IDBI and Tata Motors and I don't know. So the stock has actually gone down. The rest of the stocks have gone up. You see the whole world making money. We see other stocks making money, but we only see losses. And then the saying comes कि ये तो मेरे नसीब में ही है, मेरा नसीब ही खराब है. So there you go. So again, if you ask me, realistically speaking, is this uh, is this going to go sideways? Most probably yes. 210, 230 is where you would want to exit. After that, it is just going to go sideways and it is going to keep on troubling you. So till the time you want to, till the time you want to keep on, taking that risk, it is up to you. Okay. So Mohammed, this is my answer to you. Prerna is asking me, sir, I am unable to hear you. Please guide. या लैपटॉप बदल लो या डॉक्टर के पास जाना पड़ेगा अभी मैं क्या कर सकता हूँ उसके बारे में अभी आई डोंट नो व्हेन यू से दैट यू आर अनएबल टू हियर तो क्या करने का डॉक्टर के पास ही जाने का और क्या कर सकते हैं बट इफ यू आर सेइंग अबाउट द आई एम सॉरी आई एम जस्ट बीइंग अ लिटिल फनी we are all friends here right we are all here on a open platform so and you guys know me sometimes I get a little sarcastic just to have fun. So yeah, so maybe there's a problem with the connection or this thing. In any case, this is getting recorded, so we will give you the recordings. So don't worry about it. So if you are not able to hear me, then you will get the recordings of it after. If you are not able to hear the recordings, then madam तो थोड़ा आप डॉक्टर के पास जाइए तो अच्छा ही है ना? It's always good to get out the possibilities. So right, Prerna ji, just kidding. Okay, don't kill me for it. Okay, Sagar is asking me a question that I bought Berger paints at 508. Should I hold it for short term or long term? Now, should I hold it for short term or long term is up to you, no, sir. What can I say? It depends on your what is your outlook. There are some people who are, I know there are some people who have such short term outlook in life. Okay, if you give them something which is long term, which is really good for them in life, they reject it because their outlook is short term. There are some people who have a long term outlook in life. Okay, they cannot do things on a short term basis. So it depends on you. I mean, in fact, early in the morning I was thinking about someone and I was telling myself, I said, this person has such short term views about life. Okay, that you cannot see things which are good for you beyond a certain point. You just cannot see it and nobody can help you. So again, that is also a replication in the stock market because the way you act in life is the way you act in the stock market. It doesn't change. So if your mindsets and your behaviors in your life are great, they will be great in the stock market. So again, let's have a look at it. So it is up to you, but I'm going to give you an answer looking at the chart of Berger Paint. This is a chart of Berger Paint. Seems fairly decent to me. शादी.com वाला सीन है ये तो, ऐसा लड़का मिल जाएगा तो पकड़ लेने का, छोड़ने का नहीं, right? So let's look at it from from perspective. So if you bought the Berger paints for the price of 508, like I said to you, hold on. I don't see a reason why. Hold on. Uh, these are the kind of profiles you will see, on Shadi.com, yeah, Jeevan Sathi. Don't go on Tinder. This is not a Tinder date, right? So hold on. I don't see a reason why you should not. You can hold it for a longer period of time. But if you do want to get it at shorter period of time, because you did not tell me what is your profile, shorter period of time, then you can look at exit at somewhere around 570. So 570, you might want to get out on a shorter term basis. The longer term, hold on. I don't see a problem. Paint your house with Berger paints. Shah Rukh Khan ji also does that, but he gets it free because he's an ambassador. We'll have to pay for it, right? So please do that. Bought HPCL. Praveen Sharma is asking, brought HPCL at 418. Okay, so just hang on. $418 HPCL. सर अभी आपका वही स्टोरी है. यू आर अ लॉन्ग टर्म इन्वेस्टर. आई कैन टेल यू विद अ गारंटी विद द काइंड ऑफ स्टॉक्स व्हिच यू बाय एंड विद द स्टॉक्स. सर आपको और एक मैं अच्छा सलाह देता हूँ जो आप लेंगे नहीं मेरे से. Whoever is giving you advice, okay, make sure you delete his phone number from your phone or block him on WhatsApp. Okay, don't take his advice because he is a lousy stock investor and a lousy stock chooser. If you are doing it for yourself, then please tell yourself that you are doing exactly opposite of what you should be doing in the stock market. Okay, so Praveen Sharma ji, bought at HPCL at 480. I mean, it is at 200, is already lost 50%, which means for it to come to 480, which is somewhere over here, it is going to take, you'll have to make 100% returns just to recover your money. And honestly, I don't see you recovering your money for at least next 4 years. Okay, at least next 4 years. तो अभी आपके ऊपर डिपेंडेंट है. आपको 4 इयर्स में ये स्टॉक बेच के नया स्टॉक खरीद के उसमें पैसा बनाना है या यही स्टॉक पकड़ के रखना है, वो आपका सिचुएशन है. बट ये चीज मैं आपको बोल सकता हूँ कि जो आपको एडवाइस करता है उसको निकालो. फेसबुक के ऊपर भी ब्लॉक कर दो सर, पूरा ब्लॉक ही कर देने का. ओके, हितेश पारसा वाला इज आस्किंग मी आरती इंडस्ट्रीज एट 948. Hitesh ji, I'm seeing you after a long time. Not am I seeing you, but I'm interacting with you a long time. I don't know, Hitesh, where have you been? But be a little bit more regular in the classes. You will get benefits out of it. So this is a chart of Aarti Industries. Okay, Aarti Industries, he's bought it at 948. चलो देखते हैं क्या बोलता है Aarti Industries. I don't see a reason why there is a problem with Aarti Industries. Just keep on holding out. Again, another Shadi.com का profile. बेटा है तो शादी करवा दो, बेटी है तो भी शादी करवा दो. No problem here. I don't see a reason. Just keep on holding it. Is that okay, Hitesh? Just hold the stock. There is no problem. If it moves a little bit helter and skelter in the future, that is the point of time we would take a decision. But at this point of time, no. Okay. Sorry for that. I think there was a little bit of a problem with my my Wi-Fi. Okay, Bharat, can you just confirm to me whether you are able to hear me?
Yes,
Bharat, can you confirm to me whether you are
yes,
able to
we
hear
can
me?
see and hear
Okay,
you.
excellent. So let's go forward with this. I'm sorry,
Yeah, we are able to see you and hear you.
you're able to hear me, right? Okay, excellent. So what we're going to do is let me take off from wherever I could take off. Anyway, we are a little short of time. This webinar was for 1 hour, and we have further gone through 1 hour. So I'm just going to go. Uh, so I don't know what was Bharat. What was the last one that you heard?
Last one, I think.
Or does anybody know what was the last time they heard? Relaxo. Relaxo. Okay. So if it is Relaxo, then I'm going to HPCL. Really? HPCL? We didn't go further on HPCL. So let's go forward. Let me see where was HPCL. Seriously. So I was just been talking to myself. Oh God. I spoke so much and only talking to myself. Okay. HPCL. Okay. So very quickly, let me go. After HPCL is Aarti Industries, and I had क्या हो रहा है इसको यार? Aarti Industries. Just 1 second, guys. Okay. So after Aarti Industries, let me have a look at Aarti Industries. So like I said to you, Aarti Industries, you can hold on. There's no problem. But there is absolutely no problem. You can hold on for some time. Aarti Industries is all I can say. 948. It does not bother. Uh, Kuldeep Rathod has asked me a question. HG Infra. HG Infra. That's what the question is of Kuldeep Rathod. And let me ask you, and his question of HG Infra is at 209. तो सर थोड़ा मुश्किल में हो सर आप ये चार्ट है इफ यू आर एबल टू सी द चार्ट फॉर योरसेल्फ यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड दिस द चार्ट ऑफ HG Infra. Not the greatest stock. Okay. The stock is the moment I look at the stock, it reminds me uh, of the brother of Sunny. Sunny का जो भाई है, Sunny means not Sunny Leone, Sunny Deol. Sunny Deol का जो छोटा भाई है, उसका करियर ग्राफ से इसका ग्राफ मिलता है. No offense meant to him, but I just thought, I mean, that's a word which came to my mind. So this is the graph which would denote his career. It's just going sideways. Once in a while it kind of pops up, then goes down. Once in a while it kind of pops up, then goes down. Once in a while kind of pops up, then goes down. So what should you do now? है ना, important is that कि अभी आपको करने का क्या है इसके साथ में. So you bought it at 209. You bought it at 209. Okay. Try getting your exits at about 215 or 20. So or max if you find that like every time his father puts some money for his movies he pops up, right, and then it goes down, and then every time his brother puts some money for his movie, then it pops up again and then it goes down. So what you need to do is that you every time he pops up, okay, you need to exit that stock. So I would suggest that short term may move out by about 214, long term may move out by about 235. Let me say this figures again: 214, 235. If I were in your situation, I would, in fact, exit it immediately because the popping is going to be very very slow. है ना? So put a put your money on a stock like Salman Khan, Amir Khan, Irfan Khan, where you will make money. Don't put the money on your lesser known Khans, which will disappear. If I have to give you an analogy, ठीक है. मनीष सावंत इज आस्किंग मी, अरे यार अभी कितना स्टॉक्स है मेरे को देखने को, बहुत सारे स्टॉक्स है. सो आई यार यू नो व्हाट, we have already passed 1 hour actually, and I did not want to take it more than 1 hour's time. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, anyway, there is a forum for you. You guys can come and ask these questions. You don't have to ask them in a video chat. Okay, you have that forum. You can always ask those questions again. I'm going to take 3 more stocks. Okay, and then that's where I'm going to stop. Okay, rest of you guys, please ask them in the forum. I'll give you an answer in the forum. Okay, I'll just be as sincere and as fun and as sarcastic as I am here right now. Okay, to have fun with all of us. Okay. So 3 more stocks and then we are going to kind of back off from here. Is that okay? I mean, even if you say it is not okay, I'm still going to stop. Okay. So one is Sumitomo Chemical. So कहाँ से पकड़ के लाया नितिन जी ये नाम? Sumitomo Chemicals. Let's have a look at Sumitomo Chemicals. What price did you buy it at Sumitomo Chemicals? Uh, 255. You bought Sumitomo Chemicals at 255. The way I see it at this point of time, it seems to be okay. I mean, it's got very less amount of data for me to analyze. It's got very less amount of data for me to make any sense out of it. But if I did have to make some sense out of whatever I'm seeing, it seems to be fine. Is it at the top? Yeah, it is at the top. Generally, it's at the top where you should be selling, and bottom is where you're supposed to be buying. But there you go. What the hell? You bought it at 255. You have two options. I'll give you a better option than that. Okay. Put your stop loss at about 262. Here's what you're going to do right now. Put your stop loss. Hang on. No, don't put it at 262. Put it at 256. So here's what you do. Put your stop loss at 256. Okay. If it goes above that and it starts going up, there's a possibility that it can happen. Then 256 is your downside limit. You exit out of it. If it goes down, then there you go. You exited at the price which you should have been exiting, and then you are okay about it. So fair. So 256 is the number that I want you to remember, so that you exit at that point of time. Just wherever you bought it. Uh, Laurus, Laurus, Laurus Laboratories. So you bought Laurus Laboratories at 200 and 520. So you bought it at 520, sir. Trouble, sir. You are into trouble, sir. You are into trouble, right? That's why you're asking me in the first place. You are into trouble, sir. Try to get out of the stock. It will give you a problem. The only good part is that you're going to lose very less. So if you ask me where you should get out at 530. So for you is like a happy Sunday. You have put money into the market and you're not losing anything. And I actually tell you that you're not going to lose anything. So 530 where you lose. So थोड़ा छोटा सा amount लेने का और move on, put your money into some better stocks at this point of time. Is that okay? This is for I don't know who else is remaining now. Uh, Nitin Vaswani also had the same answer. Laurus Industries. So I have given an answer. Now who else is remaining? I'm going to take one last stock, and that's when I'm going to stop. Okay. One last stock or two stocks. I'm take one stock of Pujan, and I'm going to take one stock of Harsh. So Pujan is Dixon Technologies. Pujan, just hang on for a minute, sir. एक minute रुको. Dixon Technologies. I don't know what price you bought. What price did you buy it at, Pujan? Dixon Technologies at 5025. 5025. Dixon Technologies, my friend, you bought it at a very high price. एकदम बहुत high level पे ले लिया आपने. Dixon Technologies. Honestly, if you ask me, please exit as soon as possible. Okay. Uh, there is no advantage of buying the stock at that price. You understand, right? Um, you have a stock. There are some prices where you can buy it at. There are some stocks price. There are some stocks which I'm not saying that the stock is great or good or bad. Okay, but I'm simply saying that there are some stocks you buy it at a certain price. Okay, is advantages. You buy it at a higher price, no advantage. You might have the best stock in the world. Okay, let's say you want to buy a Mercedes C class. You buy it at 60 lakh rupees, no benefit. You buy it at 20 lakh rupees and the same car, lot of benefit. Buy in dozens. You buy an iPhone. You buy it at 15,000 rupees, lot of advantages. Buy two, three dozens. You buy it at 1.5 lakh rupees, no benefit. So you're understanding what I'm saying, right? So there is no benefit out of this stock at this point of time. So sell it, buy it again. क्या problem है यार? जैसा आपने खरीदा वैसा आप बेच भी सकते हो. Right? So this is my answer to you, and I'm going to take the one last stock that I want to take. The rest of you guys, uh, please ask in the forum, and that is L&T Finance. Okay, it has been asked to me for God knows how many. Uh, LTF ऐसा ही कुछ नाम है उसका यार. Guys, can you help me out? I always get flummoxed with this. Why they have created stuff like that. LTHF, LNTFH. Funny thing. I always get flummoxed here. So this is the stock of L&T Housing Finance. Not a pretty stock, not the greatest stock, not the stock which will make money for you. Okay, so don't even try to make money out of it. At one point of time, it was a stock where everybody was looking forward for like an ice cream candy. L&T Finance, L&T Finance, L&T Finance. Or I think there was some news out of coming out of it. But I think everybody's gone out of it and over out of it. As far as I'm remembering, Bharat, please remind me later. I think in way back in about 4 or 5 years, I had very clearly said that please you should not get into the stock. If I remember it very very clearly. So 4 or 5 years back, I had very clearly said that this is not the stock you should guys be getting because I think it was constantly into news and that's what has happened. It went up from 60 rupees, went all the way to 200 rupees and came down. No benefit. So I don't know what price you bought it at, but all I can tell you is please exit. Okay, because the stock is at a abysmal place where it is just going to keep on going sideways. Have a look at this. Okay? So it went all the way from here, went up, it jumps like a monkey, comes down, again jumps like a monkey, comes down, and then it keeps on going sideways. So when it comes down, it goes sideways for a long period of time. See this long period of time. So there's a very high chance that it is going to go for sideways for a long period of time. There is really no benefit out of it. So my answer to you is कि sir, जरा थोड़ा सुन लीजिए, exit this stock, take your money, put it somewhere else. Okay, Prashant sir. So with that, I'm going to close this webinar. I hope you guys got what you came here for. I hope I have been able to deliver some value to you. I hope you will not lose money. I hope you will make some money, and I just hope that everything falls in great for yourself. After some time, I am going to take this and I am going to upload it after I edit it, and you guys will be able to get the recording of it. So if you miss out on the volume, then go and have a look at the video when I upload it, or ask me on the forum and I'll help you out. So with that, I'm going to conclude my webinar for today. Thank you guys. Thank you for your time. Thank you for attending it. I really appreciate, and we will see you sometime somewhere again. All right. So goodbye and good night. Goodbye and good night. Have a pleasant week. Have a wonderful week ahead. Have a wonderful year ahead and be safe. Don't be too naughty. Don't get into trouble. Stay at home. Make everybody stay at home. All right. So thank you so much. Thank you so much. Goodbye and good night. Jai Hind.